Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles the Bandsman, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today, we're going to be talking about the Lakers. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So as you guys know, Luka has been garnering a lot of attention from the media over the last few weeks now. And most of it has to do with some of the team's performances, the fact that they haven't been as sharp as maybe some people thought they would be. Number two, it has to do with Luka's behavior on the court as a professional, with him always whining and complaining and crying and his lack of defensive effort. And Luka's put himself in the line of fire as a result of these things. But I also think it's important to say this, just to give it some context here, or just to give the video some balance here. We were not talking about Luka this way in the beginning of the season, and I think we shouldn't overlook the fact that LeBron being here, Kevin Durant said it. The toxicity that surrounds LeBron is nothing to joke with. And now again, another season, and you find his teammates getting destroyed, and somehow, some way, he manages to escape through a $52 million guy. Just escapes all blame and the likes, right? So anyway, I came across an article here that really caught my attention, and it's from the Basketball Network website, and it says, Chris Mannix says Lakers want to build Dallas 2.0 around Luka Doncic. It's really about reinventing this team. So this is the article that we want to get into. So let's get into what this article says. It says the Los Angeles Lakers are still in the thick of things this season, but at the number 6 seed in the latest Western Conference team standings, not many believe that they can make a run at the championship, at least not with the roster they currently have. Because the Lakers basically did nothing significant at the trade deadline, they are expected to make their big moves this offseason when LeBron James' $52 million salary is off the books. And according to Sports Illustrated Chris Mannix, the Lakers are eyeing to replicate the team that Luka Doncic had when he went to the NBA Finals. It continues on. It's really about reinventing this team around Luka Doncic and building the kind of team that Dallas had in this last couple of years. That means finding someone that is maybe a better fit than DeAndre Ayton to be that Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. Maybe it's Daniel Gafford, the analyst said. It continues on. Just find somebody that can fit in that role. Look out for more 3-and-D type of players that fit the Dorian Finney-Smith, PJ Washington type of mold. They just want to really make Dallas 2.0, Mannix added, and he actually made these comments on the podcast with, I'm seeing here, Lou Williams, Chandler Parsons, and Michelle Beadle. I forgot the name of the show. I think it's FanDuel or something like this. And then it continues on. The article, it says the Lakers are eyeing to copy the Mavs 2024 front court. The Luka era in Dallas peaked during the 2023-24 season when they went 50-32 and went on a giant killing spree in the postseason. Doncic had the lowest statistical averages of his playoffs career that year. Still, because the Mavs had the best team around him, they went on a giant killing spree where they knocked off the number 4 ranked Clippers in the first round, the top seeded OKC Thunder in the second round, and the 3rd ranked Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals before losing to the Boston Celtics in the 2024 Finals. Los Angeles does not have that kind of manpower, especially in the front court, with Ayton not a lob threat, seemingly not interested in playing the Clint Capella role, and neither LeBron nor Rui Hachimura being elite 3-and-D players. The Lakers have a defensive specialist in Jared Vanderbilt, but he's not a 3-point threat to fit that mold. Meanwhile, Mannix believes that the Lakers already have their version of Kyrie as a scorer, although not necessarily the same player. And continues on. I think they feel they can succeed with the backcourt of Luka and Austin Reeves, even though they are defensive challenges there. They believe that they can succeed with those two guys if they get the right type of players in the front court. So I think it's going to be all about finding the Dallas versions of those players that I mentioned this offseason, Mannix added. So what are my thoughts about this? Of course, they maybe asked him a few questions about LeBron James. But anyway, let's get into my thoughts about this. What are my thoughts about this? Well, if you're the Lakers, you got to see what you got at this point in time. You got to see what you got, right? It's too soon to say we're going to blow it up. And I think, and I mean this, and I sincerely mean this. We need to see what this team looks like when this guy is out of the building. Because what we do know for a fact is that there was a totally different vibe around these guys at the start of the season. They were the Beach Boys, all of those good vibes. Now all of a sudden that's gone, right? And I really think the Lakers need to move on from LeBron. I don't understand this need or reluctance they need to have him, or the reluctance to move him. I don't understand why there's some people out there that feel like this thing needs to continue on. I don't get it. If you're a LeBron fan, I don't understand what you're getting out of LeBron being a Laker for another year, right? I don't get it. If you're a Laker fan, why would you even want that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I think they need to move on from him just so we can see what we have. That's number one. Number two, he will also free up some money with his salary, and now we'll have an opportunity to see what kind of guys we can get out there in the summer. They can help complement Luka. Because Luka's what they have. And as I said before, this team looked a lot better to begin the season. Their defensive rating was 108. When LeBron came back, they were 116, 118. They obviously got worse. And who couldn't figure that out? You're not really doing your job. You're just a fanboy, right? You're not really doing your job properly. You're just looking at things from an emotional standpoint. If you're looking at this team from the standpoint of we need to win, then you would take out the emotion. You would know it makes no sense to pay someone that's 42 years old over $50 million per annum. That makes no sense if you remove your emotions from the equation. So to me, man, I think the Lakers should give it a shot. We did see some success with this team early this year. I don't know if it means that they're going to sign Reeves an extension. Reeves' numbers are getting destroyed right now, which is one of the reasons why I said he shouldn't have come back this season. Because all that's going to happen is his numbers are going to get destroyed. And there's going to be a guy taking up his shots that, frankly, doesn't deserve to get those shots. LeBron should be the third option. But because J.J. Redick and his unwillingness to do the right thing as a coach, the Lakers find themselves in a predicament that they're in. If J.J. Redick was truly a good coach, he would have pulled a Greg Popovich and asked one of those guys to go to the bench and play the Manu Ginobili role. But because he's unwilling to bench LeBron, because he's probably the guy that got him the job, it means that you're not really ready to put the team first. You're still putting relationships first. Therefore, you're not a serious coach, and therefore you need to be fired in the future. This is my take on these issues. This is what I think. There's still some level of unseriousness within the Lakers franchise. It still exists, and you can see it because they're not even willing to make the tough decisions. We all know the decision that this team needs to make. We know it. But we're going to sit up here and talk, the Lakers lost this game. They lost that game. What the hell did you bloody expect, man? Come on, let's be for real here. What did you expect? Are you living in Peter Pan land? What did you expect? We know the date already. We know it. We have a long enough sample size. The Lakers are 2-12 over the last 3 years in the first round in the playoffs. What more information are you looking for? We saw what Luke and Reeve look like. We saw it. We have enough data on this. But hey, I'll leave it to the rest of these guys to continue to complain about this. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.